and officially weighing in at 113.8 pounds. His professional record, 17 victories, including 9 wins by knockout, only 1 defeat with 2 draws. From Cleveland, Ohio, USA, the challenger, the reigning NABO Super Flyweight Champion, Antonio Carita Nieves.
Body shot by Inoue. 10 seconds. Love the way he extends the jab. Maximum impact. And in round 1.
Nieves has an idea of what he's trying to do. There's the feint. Inoue wants to wait a little bit to punch sometimes. Punch in between when he's waiting. Or he's waiting for Inoue to punch and punching with him to land his own shot.
Good 1-2 by Inoue.
The danger of punching with a puncher is obviously you can get caught with a clean shot. Good shot from Nieves.
Right hand by Nieves to the body, and he followed up with a looping right hand upstairs.
Well, it's not a good idea to punch with a guy unless he's punching wide, and at times Inoue has been a little bit wide. But you can see the force that Inoue throws with. The power is obvious.
Inoue has never been knocked down, technically, although he did take a knee in an amateur fight. So he has had 1 knockdown scored against him, although he says it wasn't because of a punch. Now Inoue sticking the jab. That's his game. Spother asked for body shots. Haven't seen a body shot yet from Inoue in this round. Now he goes downstairs and comes back up and fires the left hook to the body with authority.
Vicious left hand to the body from Inoue.
He's a 115-pounder, boy. He's going with some force.
You can hear those shots from ringside.
These guys are so small, you go, boy, he hits like a lightweight. And that's a compliment.
I think at the end of the day, if there was one thing that won the first fight for Juan Francisco Estrada, it was having his feet flat on the canvas and maximizing the power in his punches in the second half of the fight.
Yeah, he was always in position to punch. He was never out of position. And that's the same thing you see with Inoue right now. He's always in position to punch, regardless of what his opponent tries to do.
I think he bothered Nieves with that hard right hand off the jab. Nieves trying to come back with some body shots. Inoue just standing in, looking, waiting, and he launches again.
When one guy is coming up from below the flyweight division and the other guy is coming down from 122 pounds, you know, the guy coming up is fighting a naturally larger man normally. And Nieves is a responsible defensive fighter, and given those circumstances, the question here is, can Inoue impose his overwhelming offense anyway?
Right hand by Inoue drives Nieves back just a little bit. Left hand to the body. Placement rather than power. Now combinations.
10 seconds.
Oh, he thought it was the bell. Inoue heard the 10-second warning clap and thought it was the bell.
That saved Nieves right there.
The official timekeeper here, Tiffany Clinton, is extremely demonstrative the way it through 3 unofficially.
Okay, so you're making it 3-0, 30-27. Naoya Inoue. You know, Jim, it's amazing his accuracy. I'm talking about Inoue. When he throws a punch, man, he don't miss. Very, very quick left jab. Very, very accurate left jab. His straight right hand is extremely accurate. It's amazing. The guy's got terrific accuracy. See that? I mean, Nieves has got his hands held up high, and Inoue still gets that jab through. Really amazing job he's doing. 3-0 Inoue.
The trainer has an unenviable task, because what's impressive about Inoue is here he is against a competent, responsible fighter who's not really doing anything glaringly wrong. And yet it's coming out wrong because of what Inoue's doing. What's the trainer supposed to tell him? You want to throw in the towel already? It's not time yet, right? He's telling him to basically stick with the game plan, but the game plan's not working, but come up with a better one right now.
I mean, the trainer's doing what he can do. He can only do as much as his fighter will allow him to do. But I think he does, even though it's only the 4th round out of 12, he does need to keep a close eye on Nievez. Nievez is a tough kid, but he is taking a lot of punishment right now, and it's starting to sink in.
What I mean is the trainer was talking as though his fighter has a chance, as though he's not taking a beating. But I don't know what his options are as a trainer in that. What would you want to hear in the corner there, Andre?
I hope I'm not in that position because when you're in the position that Nievez is in, again, it's just really, really tough. Do you go technical or do you appeal to his heart? Do you motivate him and rah-rah him? It's a tough and unenviable position like you just mentioned to be in.
Well, win or lose, it's a big week in one way for Nievez. He works at a PNC Bank full-time in Cleveland, and this week he was profiled in the Wall Street Journal, and the CEO of the banking company made clear that he's aware of the kid and knows that he's fighting. That can't hurt him as his banking career goes forward, and he said, I'm never going to give up my day job. Boxing is big. It's a big part of my life, but I've got an opportunity to do something in banking, and I'm definitely going to stick with it.
He's got a backup plan.
Yeah, and by the way, he's having a much better round this round.
Well, Inoue, it seemed to me, took the first minute of this round off to allow Nievez to throw some punches and let his clock wind down a little bit.
Yeah, I think that was by design. I don't know if Inoue was resting or if he was trying to let the punishment from the previous round sink in a little bit, but I think he's doing what he wants to do right now.
I think he was trying to lure Nievez into an exchange where he wouldn't have to try to open Nievez's defense. He could just, catch him in an exchange. Oh, what a hook.
Well, he can open some defense with a left hook to the body like that. And by the way, I mentioned that CompuBox has him throwing more jabs per round than any other top fighter in the sport, an average of 37 coming in. He's throwing 41 jabs per round here tonight. Fighter connection. We've seen so many of them over the years, and some of them have been among the sport's most famous duos, including, of course, Felix Trinidad and his son. There are emotional implications when the father is training the son. Do you like it, or would you have stayed away from it?
I mean, ideally, I think it's a great thing, but I think from what I've seen, they either work extremely well or they implode right before us. It's one or the other. I haven't seen much in between.
I think that's a great point.
I think Inoue has to put Nieves away here in this round or next because it's a lopsided fight, but in the middle of this very energetic card where we saw a terrific first fight and we're expecting a tremendous rematch in the main event. This is his American TV debut. We all know he's good. What people want to see is if he can capture their imagination and really look devastating, make some water cooler buzz the next, on Monday at work. And if he scores a knockout here pretty soon, maybe he can do that. But what I don't think Inoue, what's good for him here in terms of the business of his career is just a kind of sameness to every round and an extended fight.
And now in round 5, it looks like Nieves is trying to find somewhere to hide in the ring, and he can't find it. As Inoue continues to track him down, pin him against the ropes, and pound him with power shots. Nieves trying to slip away to the side, Inoue just keeps walking him down, gets him into a position there where he can face him and lands a body shot on his authority.
One or two more of those, he could end this fight, Jim. Andre, this is what you did against Kovalev. When you saw that, you went right there, and here Inoue has him ready to go to the body. Yep, there it is.
First time down as a pro for Nieves. First time in the ring with a fighter like Naoya Inoue.
Now, why throw anything other than a left hook to the body if you're Inoue?
Exactly.
Fight's
On the bands and the body right now. He'll protect the head, but the body can't move.
54 seconds to go in the round. Inoue stalking.
There it is.
Another body shot with the left hook. That one hurt Nieves as well.
Right back, but I literally don't think you should throw another punch other than a hook to the body.
And there's another one. Nieves lands a right hand, but not with enough authority to change anything. Another left hook to the body. Inoue listening to what Max Kellerman and Andre Ward say. Another left hook to the body. Another left hook to the body. Inoue trying to finish the fight with exactly the prescription offered by our expert commentators. Yet another sledgehammer left hook to the body. Most effective punch in boxing. I don't care who you are, who you're fighting, where you've been brought up. learn to throw the left hook to the body. It will win you more fights than any other weapon.
He's about to win by stoppage, but he's only throwing one hook at a time. And what Andre did is
Shots all night. And here we see another left that lands right by the solar plex. Nievez hesitates and then decides to take a knee.
waiting for the final hook to the body to end things. I don't know what's the point after that last round.
Bernard Hopkins against Oscar De La Hoya. Arturo Gatti against Leonard Doreen. How many times have you seen it? You land that left hook in the perfect spot to the body. Andre Ward against Sergey Kovalev. The legs go numb beneath the waist. The will goes away. The knockout comes.
But Inoue knows he has wounded prey in front of him, so he's going to continue to throw that left hook to the body, and it's a damaging thing to do. Like, why does he need to keep taking those?
This is where you see a little bit of inexperience from Inoue, only having 13 fights. Good right hand right there from Inoue, where he's not mixing up the attack. He's not hiding the fact that he wants to throw that left to the body. So Nievez has enough experience where he can guard against that shot. He's got to switch it up, throw a right to the body, maybe a right to the head, and then a left hook to the body, and it'll be wide open.
That's what he did. He threw the right to the body, and Nievez looked at him like, wait a minute, you're allowed to do
another
that
left
too?
hook to the body. Listen to the sound when those left-hand body shots land. That is a thud. You can hear that all over the arena here at the StubHub Center in Carson.
I mean, I just think that's enough. I know he's not dazed in a way, like but why does he need to keep taking this punishment?
Canelo Alvarez against Shane Mosley. Over and over and over. The sledgehammer left to the body.
You can see Nievez is keeping that right hand glued to his side right there. That's why you got to switch it up. If you want that shot, you got to go away and then come back to it.
And with the chance to put on a show now, Inoue is doing so as he lifts his hands to let the American audience know, yes, I'm a star. I know I'm a star. You're going to see big things from me in the ring. Come to me. Come to me. I'm ready for the knockout right now.
The referee has to keep a close look on Nievez. In a minute, he may have to save him from himself.
Nievez's corner said, hey, I'll stop it if it gets to. No, he's not. You need to stop it now. Do you need to see your guy unable to rise from the canvas? The contest is over. It's not a contest anymore.
Nieves came in with a record of 17-1-2. His first loss in the last fight was a decision with which he disagreed. He is getting hammered here by a superior talent.
Okay? Come on, show me
Kind of talent you don't see all that often.
Nievez has had enough. To the layman, it looks like he's still in the fight, but if you know what you're looking at, he's had enough. It's a lot of punishment that is soaked in, not just to the body, but also to the head, and it's only going to get worse as this fight progresses. Big right hand
to the body.
From Inoue.
What a vicious shot.
Did Nieves need the last 50 punches that landed? The nose is bleeding now, and who knows what's going on internally in his rib cage.
Another left to the body to finish the round, and Nieves. So it'll be a technical knockout at the end of round 6. For Naoya Inoue, his 12th knockout in 14 fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dr. Lou Moret, after the indication from the corner of the challenger, has to call a halt to the contest. The official time is the end of round 6, ruled by the referee, KO. The winner and still undefeated and still the reigning and defending WBO super flyweight champion of the world, Naoya Monster Inoue.
13 fights. But according to CompuBox, he lands more jabs, he throws more jabs than any other top fighter in the world and lands the second most per round of any top fighter in the world, exceeded only by Gennady Golovkin. And that, of course, underlines the fact that power is often set up by the jab.
Absolutely. I think he hides the power behind the jab like you just mentioned, so that's definitely an asset.
Landed a right hand to begin the fight, behind the jab on a classic 1-2. There's the classic 1-2 again. He says his best punch is his left hook, and he hasn't unfurled that one quite yet. Just missed with one. But you can see that it's quick.